All right, our event is starting in 3, 2, 1. So, there we go. Okay.
I have to, can you change these lights to not
Yeah,
to daylight?
Yeah.
It's very, very orange.
Oh, I can't do that. I have to do that from the phone.
Okay, so it'll just be orange, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn those off, though.
Do you want me to turn them off?
Yeah. Start live
It's not too dark?
video. That's fine.
Are we live on YouTube?
We should be.
I can't see any comments or anything.
I can show them here.
Well, you can't read them.
Are we live? Can people see us?
You can't read them from all the way over there if you're over here.
You're right. How does it smell?
We just have a couple more things to set up. For YouTube people, you are staring at the back of James's head right now. We apologize. We have been trying for a very long time to get rid of that weird hissing sound. We don't know if it's the mic or the camera. The show must go on, so we sincerely apologize for that. But we're just gonna live stream anyway because that's how we do things around here. So we've been trying to get rid of that for a while. We can't seem to find where the issue is without turning absolutely everything off and reconnecting it all over again, which could take us a while. So better late than never. We're here. Yay.
All right, we got some people on Instagram and we have some people on Facebook as well. Oh, you have the back of my head if you're on YouTube. Okay.
Cool. So we need comments on this computer, James.
Yes, we do. Okay, we need comments on that computer.
So we can start our live stream.
We are starting. We are live streaming. We're here. Get used to it. Okay.
So let him pull up the comments. Today, we wanted to celebrate the launch of our book. It is in stores as of today in places, any store really that you buy your cookbooks at. Like Indigo, Barnes & Noble, you can still buy it online on Amazon. And we wanted to celebrate with you guys by cooking one of the recipes from our book. And tonight we are doing the Sweater Weather Pumpkin Sage Soup. And I know some of you guys have gone out and bought the ingredients to follow along. If you were on our Instagram stories, you knew ahead of time what recipe we were making. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, you should, so that you know ahead of time when we do live streams as to what recipe we're making.
Okay.
You can just move this if it's in your way.
It is kind of annoying.
So we are launching our book today. Are you super excited?
I am super excited.
Are you present now?
I'm present. I am here. Sorry, I've been getting all the stuff ready, so
Do you want to get a little chair for yourself?
I'm going to get a little stool.
Great.
Yeah,
Perfect. So where is everybody from today? Let's
I saw some
see.
people from the Netherlands.
I see some Netherland peeps. Jamie Woodruff is saying, hi, Candice. Asterix MCG. Book is officially released. Book is officially released. That is why we are here. You can go to Indigo or Barnes & Noble or Amazon. All major retailers have our book. Yay! It's finally out. So no more.
Shameless plugging right here. Boom.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah,
it's also
okay.
right here.
That's it.
So to celebrate, we are going to make the Sweater Weather Pumpkin Sage Soup.
Yes.
Which is perfect for here in Toronto because we've had our first really, really cold day. And this is all I wanted to eat today. It was just a delicious soup. So that's great. So James is going to man comments. If you guys have any questions, we are doing a cook and Q&A. So you guys can ask us questions about us, about the Edgy Veg, about veganism, about the cookbook, any kind of life-changing questions you have, anything really, ask us anything. We are here to answer them for you. We love to answer all your questions. So let's get started with the recipe.
Okay, that scared me. All right.
So we have this new cooktop, so I can do this right here. I don't have to go all the way to the back here to do our cooking now.
You might notice it in some of our videos as well.
Yes.
The overhead
Actually, the
shot.
pumpkin chili, we've started using this guy. So, if I can remember how to use it, it's very loud. Yes, quiet. Okay. So the first thing we are going to do for our sweater weather pumpkin sage soup, which we are using our cookbook today. So fun. Actually, that's been the funnest thing about having my own book, your own book, was actually using our own recipes to cook things.
Yeah.
We used to print it out or use like an iPad or a laptop to look up our own recipes. The dogs are very loud. And now we have this awesome book that we can actually go to that we wrote, which is amazing. So the first thing we are going to do is take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and put it into the pan. If you hear a little bit of shaking, we have 2 dogs running around. If you hear the pitter patter of little feet, that's what it is. You can just take her collar off and then it will. James is going to go deal with them. So we are just heating up. Ooh, there we go. We are heating up the oil in the pan. I'm using a really large stock pot for this. Just because this recipe does make a lot of soup. It serves about 4 to 6. Depending on if you're using it as like a starter soup or a full meal. We have lots of really great questions coming in. So once that's heated up, we are going to add in 1 chopped onion and 4 cloves of garlic. And we're just going to heat those up, saute them until they are translucent, which should take about 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm going to get the garlic.
Wow, we got some bunch of people here from Canada. Someone said Daniel is from Texas, and he says thanks for your McFish fillet.
You are welcome.
So we have some people who are asking if we've got signed copies for people, if people have received the basket prizes. So maybe let's talk a little bit about that. So we did select winners, but I don't think we've sent anything out to anyone yet. They should be getting sent out in the next week or so, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're going to be signing those copies probably tomorrow, and then they should get sent out after that. And then I think they're putting the baskets, our PR companies are putting the baskets together right now.
And they will be sending them out as well.
Has anyone been to a bookstore today? Because I was at a bookstore today, and we saw our book in the store. It was really cool. It was like right at the front of the store. We went over to Indigo here in Toronto. It's one of the major stores at Bay and Wheeler, and it was right there in the front, and I thought that was super
We were with
cool.
Kitchen and Chrissy Teigen and Oh She Goes, a bunch of other cookbooks that we love.
Yeah.
So that was really, really exciting.
If you guys are at your bookstore in the next little while, like in the next week or 2, like see if you can spot our book, and if you can, take a photo of it and tag us. We'd really love it to see if, like where you're able to spot it.
Awesome. So for anyone that's just joining, we are doing a live stream today to celebrate the launch of our book. It's now in stores. You can go to Indigo or Barnes & Noble. You can still buy it on Amazon, anywhere where you buy your books. And you can pick up a copy of the Edgy Veg 138 carnivore approved vegan recipes. I was about to say vegan approved. This guy right here. So we are making the hashtag sweater weather pumpkin sage soup, which is going to be delicious. I'm so excited. It's so cold in Toronto here today. I think it was a high of 7 degrees. Mm-hmm. I wore my winter jacket for the first time, so I thought that this was super appropriate.
That's 7 degrees Celsius for all our American friends here.
So I see a lot of questions coming in.
Yeah,
let's answer some questions.
There's some we got some people there's someone from Virginia. SOOOO Deja is from Virginia. Where in Virginia? I was actually in Virginia last week, and I went to the Fair Oaks Mall, the Barnes & Noble there, and I didn't see our book yet. But they said it was coming out today, so. We got
Eager
Memphis.
Beaver.
Yeah, we got Memphis, California, Philadelphia. Plant-based Daria said she saw it at Indigo in Yorkdale. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Mad Van Liss and Ime Mims, sorry if I got that wrong, Ime Miss, are both asking if we're shipping to Australia. I believe so. And I can't remember the name of the company who distributes it in Australia, but it's like a big online distributor, and I forget the name now. But yeah, there should be copies in Australia on one of the bigger ones. I'll find it and put it in the comments later. Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
Look who's coming to say hello. She was at my feet and then ran away, so I thought I'd come get her.
It's 90 degrees in California today, says Juliet, and she's sorry she's not sorry. Neither am I. Oh man, I want to go there now. Charlotte, all right. And LA, Norfolk, Virginia. Wow,
do we have any
got a lot of
questions
Virginia
coming in,
people here.
James?
Yeah.
I saw a couple there. Let's start answering some questions.
Stephen Ali is asking what's the difference between vegan and vegetarian.
Do you want to handle this one?
So I've learned this. So vegetarian, people still eat like butter or basically dairy. Some eat eggs, but
No meat.
no meat. And then vegans is like no animal products or animal byproducts whatsoever.
Nailed it. I heard something about soy curls.
Someone
I saw
asked
something.
if you like soy curls.
I
do like
love
soy
soy
curls.
curls. They're so good. We've used them on the channel. There's this a restaurant, a Jamaican restaurant in the city that makes barbecued soy curls, and they are amazing. They're so good. And I really they're soy good.
Nice. We had to get
High
the
five.
puns in.
High five.
All right.
Yeah,
Early
there
to
we
get
go.
the puns in, but I liked it.
And that's actually a recipe I really would like to duplicate. Now we have some announcements.
Oh, we have announcements?
Yeah, we're doing some signings in Toronto on Wednesday.
Okay. Where are the announcements? Oh, on the notes. Okay. What? Oh, here. Messages. Okay. We were
There we
organized
go.
here.
We are very organized.
All right. Yes, we do have announcements for those of you, particularly who are in North America / Canada, particularly. We've got a bunch of stuff happening on Wednesday. So, Candice, why don't you say what's going on, or do you want me to read it?
Well, in the morning on Wednesday at 8:15, I'm going to be on breakfast television.
Does anyone watch breakfast television? And you guys, I mean, I know we're in the digital age here, but does anyone still watch BT? For those of you who are in Canada?
Stay-at-home moms. So I'm going to be on the show talking about the book and showing everyone how to make the pulled pork sandwich, which is very exciting. And then we are doing 2 book signings in Toronto that day. So the first one is at 12 noon. That is the Indigo at the Eaton Center. So if you are in the area on your lunch break near the Eaton Center, come on by. I will sign your book. If you are there a little bit later, they will have signed books that you can buy. So you have those 2 options. And then at 1 p.m., I'm going to be at the Bay and Bloor Manulife Center signing books there at the Indigo.
So you can bring your book or buy a book at the Indigo at either location, and we'll sign your books for you.
Yeah, super exciting. Okay, let's add some things to these onions. It's been about 3 to 5 minutes, if not more. So we are going to add 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds. And then we have, I didn't memorize every recipe in this book. 1 teaspoon chili powder. And this is a spicy chili powder. Mix that together.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Now, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of dried sage. And just mix that until it's nice and fragrant. About a minute. Then we are going to add 1 stalk of celery, just chopped. 2 carrots, just roughly chopped. Everything's going in the blender, so you can just roughly chop everything. It doesn't need to be perfect. That's actually one of my favorite things about the soup is you can throw all the ingredients in there, and because it's being blended, it doesn't really matter.
Sorry.
What are you doing over there?
I'm just making sure that our phones have battery life.
Oh, that's important. I think one of our phones is dying. We're also streaming on Instagram and on Facebook. So we're doing a triple stream here today. Asterisk MCG says, I would raise my children vegan. Me too. Absolutely. One of my very best friends is raising a vegan child, and he is taller and smarter than all the kids in his class. It's amazing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. He's never sick. That was a true testament to how amazing the vegan diet is for me. And all these people that are concerned about kids and veganism, I mean, he is a living, breathing example of that it works. I just added one medium-sized potato that I peeled and cubed. And we are just going to cook that down until the potato starts to kind of stick to the side.
Well, we got people from Hawaii and Boston, and someone's eating chili right now that they made.
That's
from our recipe.
amazing.
Who's that?
Sarah wants
Melissa Foley
Oh,
made our
awesome.
chili.
That's amazing. Sarah says, Candice, what are your favorite beauty products like shampoos, deodorant, and makeup? Ooh, that is a good one. My deodorants, I've been moving back and forth from a couple different companies. Soapwalla is my favorite. It's not a stick, so some people don't like it. It's more of a cream, so you take it from the pot and just rub it on your underarms like you would a moisturizer or something. And then if I need a stick, or if I'm on the go and I just need to buy something, I usually just buy Tom's because it's readily available, but I really do try to source the Soapwalla. You can buy it online. For shampoo, I use a vegan company that, I think it's Numra, I think it's Neuma, something like that. My hairstylist sells it here in Toronto, and I love it. It's eco-friendly, it's vegan, it smells so good. It has a nice peppermint tingle that's really great. For makeup, most of my makeup is NYX because it's affordable and it's cruelty-free, so that's what I use. Elizabeth Coop wants to know, James, are you vegan yet?
I am still mostly vegan. Not 100%. It's been really tricky being 100%, but I think I'm almost there.
You are definitely at least 98% plant-based.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a couple slip-ups here and there.
Here and there, but
mostly with travel.
Yeah, mostly with travel.
Or
it's business travel. It's
after a couple of beers where the willpower isn't as strong.
Right.
But we do not yell at him for it because everyone's on their journey.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Okay. All right, we got some more people from in Canada.
Just pause for a second.
Yep.
I just want to share what I'm doing here. I just threw in 2 bouillon cubes. I like to use bouillon cubes because that way I don't have to make my own broth at home, which can be time consuming for people sometimes. And it just means I always have something on hand if I want to whip up a quick soup. I just like it. So that's what I'm using. Now I'm adding 4 cups of water, which I just poured all over my book. Good thing I have extra copies.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get to some questions.
Actually, what's really funny about that is someone just commented, I feel like that book is a little too close to the hot pot.
This
That's
thing is
awesome.
actually amazing. It's actually not.
Wow,
that
Julia
hot at
just
all.
asked, what's your favorite Glass Animals song? This is an important question.
Oh, ooh.
Wow.
I know what yours is, and it doesn't have a vegan title.
What, Life Itself?
No.
What?
Pork soda is your favorite,
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
I like pork soda too. I think it's really good.
Pork soda. I have to go with the original that made us fall in love with Glass Animals, which is Gooey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we wanted that to be our first dance, and we realized our parents might think it's a bit inappropriate, so we didn't do that. What else we got? I saw a cookbook question, and you just scrolled.
Chris said, my husband is the same way. Oh, see? A lot of people have vegan husbands that are like, just on the edge. Oh my goodness, you two guys. They're getting excited.
They're getting very excited because we are cooking and it's almost their dinner time. Because their dinner is at 7 o'clock, which is right now. So they are very smart and they inform us when it's dinner time. So I just added a tablespoon of lemon juice to the water. And now we are going to add the golden ingredient. Golden is more of a yellow than a golden ingredient. But the mascot for autumn, which is our pumpkin. So that's 6 cups of pumpkin that's going in here, and then we are going to bring this to a boil.
Alright, I'm just gonna check to see. Oh, Storm's World is asking, do we have keto vegan recipes?
I don't
This is
really
from Facebook.
know anything about keto diet. So, I mean, about the keto diet. So I don't know. Do we? I don't think so. If that's something that you guys want, let us know. Leave a comment letting us know if that's something that you're interested in. Nobody has really asked me for that, so I've never thought about it, and it's not a diet that I do. So I just haven't delved into that yet. Not yet.
Someone was asking what recipe we're making, but it's the sweater weather pumpkin soup. Someone else, I can sue them. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we probably have some new people, so we can do a quick little update of what we're doing here today. I am Candice, the Edgy Veg, and I have James here as well. He's hopping back and forth between all the phones and cameras and everything else going on.
Yeah.
And we are celebrating the launch of our cookbook. It's in stores today. The Edgy Veg 138 carnivore approved vegan recipes, and we thought that it would be super fun to cook with you guys and make our hashtag sweater weather pumpkin sage soup with some baguette crisps that we will make after.
Okay, I have two really good questions. One of them is from Susan, I think it's Susan Hop. One of my problems is that I live alone, and while I have a full kitchen, it's tough to make too many of the same meals. It's gross. So do you have any ideas? She says it's gross. Any ideas about...
That wasn't just your little
Yeah, I like
anecdote.
to eat like the same thing over and over and over.
I know, I'm one of those people too.
She says, any ideas about cooking for singles? This is a great question.
Ooh, cooking for singles.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably half the recipe that you're working with. And freeze the leftovers, and that way even the next week you could have, you know, the same meal but maybe a week later or 2 weeks later. When I was single and living alone, I made a lot of soup and salad and burger things because I could easily make one burger or make a bunch of burgers and freeze them. What else?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Poke bowls.
Poke bowls are good.
Poke
Anything
bowls
that you
we
can
make-
meal prep and like change around, like soups, salads, pastas, you can freeze all that stuff. And then like what I used to do was have a freezer full of stuff that I had made before. So you could have like 4 or 5 days worth of stuff, you know, that you rotate through. And so you're not getting that bored.
Yeah,
and
I
then you
used
just
to
like
do the
switch
same
up the
thing.
flavor profile a little bit each time that you do it, like with a few extra kind of, you know, switcheroo options.
Which is what we did in our book.
Which was where I was getting to, which is that in our book, there is a Hackett section for just about every single recipe.
It's right here.
And you can see how you can like change up the flavor profile just a little bit. Even this recipe has a Hackett section.
Yes, for this recipe. So, by the way, we are now in the boiling stage of this recipe. We are bringing the soup to a boil, and then we are going to simmer it for 40 minutes and then blend it in the blender. Now, for the Hackett for this recipe, we have, if you're a spice freak like I am, drizzle some spicy chili oil over the top before serving. Then sprinkle with red pepper chili flakes. You could also throw them right into the soup at this stage as well if you want to add some spice to your soup. And it also gives you, we wrote down a little Hackett for how to make pumpkin puree from a live pumpkin that you have in your home. So if you don't want to buy it from the store in the can or the Tetra Pak, and you have a pumpkin laying around, or you just feel like making it at home, we have a Hackett for that in there as well. Okay, so this is coming to a boil. We're going to bring it down to a simmer and simmer it for 40 minutes. We'll do roughly 40 while we answer some more of your questions.
Oh, what was the other question? It was a really good one.
I think this one's a good one.
Are we married now? Oh my goodness, of course I'm not wearing
I'm
my
not wearing
ring.
mine either because I
Yes.
was cutting food all day.
All right,
prepping
there you
food.
go.
Yes, we are married. We got married in July, and it feels the same.
Well, it's a little more serious now.
It's a lot. You know what? Now I have to hit misses on the when we book a flight, and that's different. But everything else feels the same, which is nice. Should we do a quick recap about our signings that we're doing in Toronto?
Yeah, so a few things for the people who are just joining us. Our book is on sale as of today in stores.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's all right. my stomach just got a little weird. Yeah, so book is on sale today in stores all across the world, I believe. Canada and the U.S. For sure. In Canada, you can pick it up at Indigo, Chapters, and Kohl's. And in the U.S., you can pick it up at Barnes & Noble. And you can get it on Amazon, just about anywhere where Amazon distributes books.
And it's on Amazon Prime, so you could order it and get it like within the next couple days.
Days. Yeah. And I believe if you're in Canada, the book is 40% off at Indigo. I'm not sure what the discount is on Amazon.com.ca. If anyone wants to tell us what the discount is on Amazon.com right now, that would be awesome because I didn't check it today. But to celebrate that, we are making a recipe right out of the cookbook. It's the pumpkin...
hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag sweater weather, pumpkin sage soup. We thought it was fall appropriate. This recipe actually, if you go into the Indigo stores, they're actually giving away free cards. So even if you didn't pick up the book because it was too expensive for you or something, you can get those recipe cards in just about every Indigo as well to follow along with the recipe today. Some people maybe have done that. I don't know.
They also make a great bookmark.
They also make a great bookmark. Yes, so you can do that as well.
I have one that I used to save this recipe.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then we are also doing 2 signings this week. We are going to be, can you pull up? There's so much information. We have notes.
It's this Wednesday, 8:15.
Yes.
If you watch Breakfast Television, Candice will be on Breakfast Television this Wednesday at 8:15. You can record it, put it on your DVR, or get your friend or your mom to record it.
And we're doing signings.
And then we're doing signings if you're in Toronto at the Eaton Centre at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then at the Manulife Centre location at Indigo. So these are both at Indigo, by the way.
Can you guys see
Manulife
this?
Centre at 1 o'clock.
I don't know if you could see any of that. The one camera setup, I just can't get behind. Oh, why don't you just hold her? She's being...
Needy.
Our little pup Harley is being very needy at the moment, so maybe Daddy Jamie can just pick her up.
I think she wants this.
Oh, she wants to play. This is what's happening right now. Yeah, so we are doing signings and we are answering your questions. So let's see what's happening here. We are currently simmering the soup that we just made, just to soften up the vegetables. Juliet Valentine is saying that the book is currently $15.37 on Amazon. Thank you, Julia. James, there's a question for you. So Deja wants to know, James, since you are not completely vegan, what non-vegan items do you keep in the kitchen?
None.
0. There are 0 non-vegan items in our kitchen, mainly because we just don't buy them because we don't approve of spending our money on it. It's just that we vote with our wallet, so we don't want to buy non-vegan items, and I do the cooking, so.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm eating non-vegan ever, it's because I'm out and I'm at a business meeting and someone else has bought me lunch and it's like a pizza or something. And then,
It's usually like a
whatever.
a high-end restaurant, not a pizza.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where like I'm with a whole group of people and it's a business lunch and But outside of that, we don't keep any non-vegan products in the kitchen. Like pretty much nothing in our house is non-vegan.
I think this is a really great question.
Congrats! Advice for someone who wishes to make a cookbook one day. This is from Plant-Based Kindness. How long have you been blogging, and did you ever believe that you could do this as a job?
Okay, advice for someone who wishes to make a cookbook one day. A blog is a great place to start. So is a YouTube channel. Just practicing your recipe creating skills all the time. And then, hopefully someone will find you, or you make a pitch and somebody picks it up, and then just don't be afraid to ask for the things that you want. For us, for example, it was super important for us to have a book that was filled with recipes. Obviously filled with recipes. Imagine if we had a cookbook that wasn't filled with recipes. With photos is what I meant. So our book, almost every single recipe has a photo, and that was super important to me because I do not use, or when I have a cookbook, I don't make the recipes without photos because I like to see what it looks like. And sometimes the recipes can inspire you, and so that was really important. So that's my advice, and I forgot the second half of the question. How long have you been blogging? I started the blog in 2011. And do you ever believe you could do this as a job? I hoped I could, but for a while there, I did not believe that I could do this as a job. It was really nice to get to quit my job that day that I did and do this. It's been a great 2 years. Peaches wants to know, will you make a Kindle version? Please answer my question. So there is no Kindle version or online version because the book is so heavily designed. So all the elements, stuff like this, it's visually the book is really beautiful. There's a lot of design elements that just wouldn't translate well to a Kindle. The big bright photos as well. It's too much to convert. So we are not doing a Kindle version as of now.
Harley really wanted to be in the video, so
Yes,
I'm bringing her in for now. Someone asked if our dogs are vegan, and they are.
They are vegan, actually.
Oh, here we go. I don't know where Candice is going, but it's to prove that they're vegan.
So we give them.
Yeah.
We use Evolution Diet Gourmet Fondue Vegan Kibble. And then we use Natural Balance Vegan Dog Food. It's the vegetarian formula, but it says vegan formula on the side. So I don't know if they just didn't want to update their packaging and they just stuck it on the side or what. And it's made with brown rice, cracked barley, oatmeal, and fresh carrots. Now we jump between Natural Balance and what's the other one? Evolution Diet. I don't know, something happened.
Oh yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
And then they eat lots of fruits and vegetables and peanut butter. Yeah, and everything is great. Their fur is just really soft, and they're doing great. They love vegetables and fruits, and they've been healthy. Nobody has complained. Clean bill of health from the vet.
So a couple people asked how long it took me to embrace this level of veganism and how Candice convinced me. So I guess Candice and I have been dating for 4 years now, 3? I don't know.
3.5.
3.5, something like that. And so it was just like a sort of gradual thing over time. I mean, she obviously cooks here a lot and convinced me that you can eat great without eating meat and dairy products. And so it was kind of a gradual thing for me over time. And then eventually at some point I was just like, yeah, I'm okay without it. And you know, I've watched like a bunch of the documentaries and that kind of thing. So I think that's what sort of convinces everybody eventually, like between the sustainability for our planet and, you know, humaneness for animals and all that stuff, and the health benefits, that there's sort of a perfect balance of all those things eventually. Just like,
I also was tagging him in videos, whether it was undercover photos of animals in
yeah, that's a little too much though. That stuff
in the slaughterhouses and whatnot. I would just casually tag it, and if he felt like watching it, he would. But then I also tag him in a lot of information-based things. The one that what did I tag you in the most recent one? It was the science behind why people eat meat. So I never really preach. Maybe once every 3 months, I'll have a breakdown about something. But I just tag him in things, and then he likes information, so he actually watches it and he's like, "Oh, that's a really good point," or "That's really interesting."
I'm really interested in like the food science behind everything and like the sustainability aspect. I love what the companies like Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods are doing. So that was really, I think, also sort of something that really turned me on to it. I like the idea of like plant-based foods as future foods, like the cheeses that are being, you know, created, and the plant-based meats I think are really, really awesome. So that excites me as well.
Do you want to address the sound issue for anyone that's new?
Yeah, we have an issue with our camera today, so if there's like a little bit of a buzzing, we apologize for that.
We spent a while trying to fix it.
And
we couldn't. So our apologies for that. There was a lot of really great questions. These.
Do you ever cook for your pets, Candice?
I do. They're very picky, which I think is hilarious for a rescue dog. Also, I washed my hands because I was holding Harley. They're pretty picky and they like wet dog food. So if I forget to buy wet dog food because I've run out and I haven't replenished it yet, I will make their food from scratch, and James always laughs at me for that. It's a bit over the top. I'll mix nutritional yeast and beans and carrots and celery and a little bit of vegetable stock, as long as it's onion and garlic free, and coconut oil and peanut butter, and make like a stew for them, and they love it. And I'll mix the kibble in with it.
So that's really loud.
Sorry. I'm going to make some baguette crisps for our soup while it's simmering.
Okay, so the other thing was that we've been talking about how the book comes out today. For those of you who guys have ordered it already, awesome! Thank you so much. If you want to tag us in like pictures of your creations when you make them, hashtag Edgy Veg Cookbook, or also if you just have the book in your home and you want to display it and show us, that'd be awesome too. So just post it on your Instagram or Facebook or whatever and tag us. We love all of that. If you haven't picked up the book yet, you can buy it at Indigo in Canada or Barnes & Noble in the US or on Amazon as well. I think there's a link in our description. Also, if you haven't bought it, you can click on any one of the tabs there or the icons there to pick up the book today. So please go ahead and do that. I think it's still 40% off on Amazon.com. So, okay, so we have a question from Amanda.
Do we have to click
Amanda,
on it?
1981.
I think she used super chat.
Yeah, I think this is a super chat thing.
So Amanda, I don't know how to. She has a question. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I've never used super chat before, so I don't know how this works. But go ahead with your question, Amanda.
We will find your question.
Oh my
Harley.
goodness, Harley.
Sorry, guys. She's very needy.
I wonder if she needs. Can we walk there? Okay.
Oh, you should see this right now. This is really cute. He's holding her like a little baby, and she just wants attention.
All right.
Amanda, we would love to answer your question, but I can't seem to. It just says from Florida, Orlando, Florida. Here, I have a question, but it's not pulling up anything else. We have a question from Meredith Dees.
What's your favorite recipe in the book? Oh boy, cauliflower wings.
That's yours. Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I don't have a favorite dog. I don't have a favorite child because I don't have any children. These are my children. How do I pick a favorite one? Let's see. My favorite crowd pleaser, I think, for a large group is probably the This is Takeout Butter Chicken.
Yes, for a large group, definitely. If you have a sweet tooth like I do, the chocolate mousse is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you guys. If you have the book, make the chocolate mousse. It will blow your mind.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
What else is amazing? The tofu to talk about is really, really good. It's smoked tofu baos, which you can also turn into a banh mi. So that's really yummy and quick. The theater popcorn and flavor shakers is super fun if you are having a Netflix and chill night. The Momofuku style ramen is incredible. It's so good. It's one of my favorite recipes. Let's do a breakfast one. For the breakfast items, the unorthodox lox and cream cheese bagels are insane. We make a carrot lox, so a carrot smoked salmon, and it is incredible. We did a media day last week and did a blind taste test where everybody was blindfolded and had to guess what food it is, and everyone guessed salmon for the carrot lox.
The carrot lox, that's actually,
It's really good.
if you want something in the book that you won't believe is what it is the carrot lox. It's ridiculous. That one I didn't even believe was even remotely possible, and it blew my mind. It tastes exactly like it.
There's Amanda's question right there.
Okay.
So do you want to ask
From
them?
Orlando, Florida. I bought your book and it's beautiful. I see your recipes use oil and items are fried. Can I omit the oil or replace it with water? Also, instead of frying, does baking work? That's a great question. So if she doesn't want to use oil, you can use vegan butter, obviously, for many recipes.
I mean, that doesn't make it
That's
healthier,
if it's
though.
pan fried. Obviously, if you want to make it healthier, that's probably not a great option. But there are definitely in the hack it section for many recipes, give baking instructions for the things that you can bake. What is your problem today,
Hi, I'm still here. I'm just looking for my brush. So I am making some toasted baguette crisps for our soup. So I don't know if you can see this pan back here, but I'm just heating up a pan, and then I'm going to rub. Something happened to our YouTube stream. Hang tight for a second. Are we back?
There are people, like Facebook and Instagram still going.
Is YouTube still going?
I don't know.
Okay. We're just going to keep going.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
It was a temporary little glitch here. Oh, we're back. Okay, cool. Sorry, we've been having real trouble with our dog Harley today. She's like really excited. I'm trying to calm her down.
Okay, so yes, you can bake a lot of the recipes, or if you have an air fryer that uses less oil as well. Just to answer Amanda's question, most of them you can bake, absolutely. Or you can omit oil altogether and use water, or if you have a special type of oil like an avocado oil or something that's less, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, that's better for you, you can do that, or just omit the oil altogether. But this is a comfort food type of cookbook, so we do use oil in it. All right, so I'm also just toasting some baguette with a little bit of olive oil on a pan here. And sorry about the crying dog. I think she's very needy today. I don't know why, but poor girl. Yes, Lotus Vegan said, Amanda, how about investing in an air fryer? That's actually something that I would like to do, is invest in an air fryer. James, can we have an air fryer?
Yes.
Great, perfect.
We're getting an air fryer. Okay. That's a really good suggestion, actually. When traveling, what tips do you give? Okay, this is where I struggle still the most. And the best I can say is bring granola bars and like snackable stuff that you trust, that you can travel with. Scope out where you're going first so that you know, like, when you're hungry and you're in a pinch, where you can get good vegan food.
Research is the most important tip, I think, that we can
What's that app? Happy Cow?
Happy Cow is
Yeah.
amazing. I think it's less than $5 for the app, and it's so worth it. And it will tell you what's near you, but definitely make a plan, whether it's on your phone or wherever, about nearby places where you can go, and that will definitely save your ass.
Yeah. Wow, that super chat thing is really cool. So if you want to ask a question, definitely use the super chat. We can see it.
I'm just going to pause for a second.
Yep.
So this has been simmering for long enough now. The last time we did a cooking segment, we blew out everyone's ears by using a blender. So I have gone ahead and pre-blended this. The next step in this is to put it into a blender and then taste it and salt it along the way. But to save your ears, I have blended it ahead of time. And we are going to enjoy it with some toasted baguette crisps while answering your questions.
This looks like J166AM15 says, hey guys, I love the channel. Is the book available in the UK? The answer is yes. As far as we know, you can get it. Well, I know that you can get it on Amazon in the UK, but possibly in some bookstores as well. Not sure which ones exactly are carrying it, but it's possible.
If you do have a local bookstore that you like to go to, you can also ask them to order it.
Yeah.
And they can get in touch with their publisher, and then they can order it in for you.
And if you are living in the UK and you see it in a store, or anywhere actually, and you see it in your local bookstore, please take a shot and tag us on Facebook or Instagram and let us know. It's really good for us to know which stores are carrying it, so other people, like our friend J166AM15, can find out where he can get it.
And also, once you guys start making some items from the book, please share it and tag us. We'd love to see the food that you guys make.
Yeah. Julia's point actually is great too. Their favorite thing to do is ask YouTubers where they like to eat in certain areas, and people usually give recommendations for free. You can
That's
just
amazing.
ask people on Facebook or Instagram, and that is a really, really good option. Toronto actually, incidentally, has lots of really great vegan options that are coming up. There's Plant-A-Burger, which we still haven't been to, that I'm super excited to go check out. And I know, where's the place? There's a place that's supposedly TGI Fridays is introducing, can you believe it, TGI Fridays is introducing the Impossible Burger on their menu, and I really, really want to go and try it at a restaurant because I have not had it in a restaurant. We just tried it at like an event recently, and it was unbelievable. Okay.
Yeah, and guys, we are going to sit here and enjoy our soup while answering your questions. So if you have any questions at all, please put them into the comment section there so that we can get to them.
Sonina says, is the cookbook at Indigo on for the Wednesday signing? Yes, the cookbook will be at Indigo, Eden Center, and the Bay Bloor location for signing. We're going to sign a whole bunch of copies there, so if you haven't picked it up yet, you can pick it up there. Of course, you can always order it on Amazon or Indigo online right now by clicking the link that's in the description. So we encourage you to do that because Amazon and Indigo right now still have the 40% off, but I know that that's not going to be lasting for very many more days since it's like on sale now and it's going into Christmas season. So if you want to order it right now while you're on our live stream, and you can definitely still get 40% off on those two channels. In certain places.
The last time that we checked.
Yeah.
Also, all the Indigos in Canada have the book. So if you have an Indigo Chapters Kohl's near you, they will have the book. So if you want to buy it today, you absolutely can. So exciting. And we are doing the signing on Wednesday. We are doing noon at the Eaton Center, I believe. Eaton Center, yes. And 12 p.m. at the Manulife Center. So if you have a book or you want to go buy a book, that's a great day to do it. And then you can come to the store. James and I will be there and we will sign your books. Also, if you can't get your lunch break off to come, or you just can't come on that day, they will have signed books there at those two locations because we will be spending that hour signing a couple of books for them to sell. So yeah, stop by. I'd love to see you, say hello, hang out.
Yeah, definitely come over and say hello to us. We would love that.
All right, our toasty baguette crisps are starting to get toasty. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt.
Is anyone else making this recipe while we're doing it, by the way? Like, quick show of hands? Anybody?
I had a couple people message saying that they were planning on it, so I'd love to see how that turned out. If you did cook with us, take a little snap with your phone and then send it to us. We'd love to see it.
Oh, someone said, green is the new lean. Who we watched your video this morning. It was so awesome.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. Said that she made the coconut baking during the stream, and it's super good.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
We loved your unboxing video.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Thank you so much.
Was her name Trish?
Yeah.
Trish?
Yeah, Gadget Trish.
Hi, Gadget Trish. Thank you so much for doing the unboxing on your channel.
Yeah. Okay. So... Plant-Based Kindness says, would you do a second cookbook if this one does well, or is it too much work to even considering doing again at the moment? Such a good question, and I know my answer.
Yes, if the cookbook does well, we are open to doing a second book. Our cookbook was done on a tight timeline because we really wanted it to be out for Christmas. Mm-hmm. So on the next book, I'm happy to do one as long as we have a long time to do it.
Yeah, we realized that trying to do a cookbook in like 6 months is just craziness. We did it and we're happy and we're so excited with the finished product, but I think next time we'll take the full 2 years to do it.
Or a year and a half or a year.
Yeah.
Anything really. So I'm just garnishing our soups. They've labeled them out into little bowls. Ladled? Did I say label or label? I don't know. And now I'm just topping with some fresh sage, and we're going to enjoy it with our crisps.
Stephen Ali says, if I see your picture, or if I see your book in Waterstones, which obviously is a store in Blue Water, I don't know where Blue Water is, they will tag us and put us in a picture in Facebook. Thank you so much. And for everyone else, if you see our book in your local store, please take a photo and tag us on Facebook or Instagram. That would really make our day. We just want to know where all the books are. Like if there are books in all the stores, if you go to Barnes & Noble, are there books there? Or if you have like a local indie bookstore, like there's a couple around here that I want to make sure are carrying the book as well. Just snap a photo and tag us.
Ooh, this is a good one.
I made the Popeyes copycat chicken recipe and I loved it, but the seitan was a bit spongy. Any tips on making seitan a bit less like a sponge? Candice.
Absolutely. If it does get waterlogged, try cooking it for a shorter amount of time. The thing with seitan that I've noticed is every manufacturer's seitan is a little bit different, which makes it sometimes difficult to work with. So if you just add a little bit less broth into the actual seitan dough itself when you are boiling it, or if you just boil it for a shorter amount of time, that should get rid of that for you. Also, try kneading it more. You might not have kneaded it enough.
Don't be too needy though. Second pun of the day.
Knead it a little bit more. Now, when you say sponge, I assume that it was like soft and not hard. If it's like too hard and rubbery, you've kneaded it too much. It's a fine art. It took me 5 years to perfect making seitan. Some people get it on the first try. Some people either knead it not enough or too much. So just try again using those tips I just told you, and your second batch should be even better.
That brings us to our next topic, which is seitan mastery, which is like a whole section in our cookbook, starting on page 40. You'll see we have like all sorts of different stuff in there. So if all of our tips and tricks about how to best make seitan are in this book, and there's a whole section on it, so you can be a seitan master as well. It's in this book. It's called
how crispy
the Edgy Veg
delicious.
Carnivore Approved Vegan Recipes. Available at your store where you buy books today. Literally today.
You sound like a book salesman.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's answer a couple more questions. Try our delicious pumpkin sage soup, and then it's been almost an hour, so we can sign off. Unless you guys just want us to hang out all night.
The jackfruit vegan says, what was your biggest cooking fail that you had?
I think it was the first round of cheesecake was awful. Yeah. Like, it wasn't, the cheesecake in the book now is amazing, but my first attempt at that, it wasn't even like a jiggly cheesecake it was just, watery. It was like slurry. But a book that did not make, or a recipe that didn't make it into the book because I just couldn't do it was what was it? It was a pie. It was like a an Amish peanut butter pie. I got the recipe, they tried to duplicate a recipe that I'd had in Virginia a couple of years ago, and it was a total flop. I could not get it. So I just said, nope, this is no longer in the book.
Sorry.
Are you going to try your soup?
Yeah, let's try the soup. All right, if you've been cooking along with us, try your food as well now.
So it's really hard to show you guys what this looks like because of the one camera
But you can see what it looks like on here.
It's so...
Oh my God, it smells so good.
It smells so good. I forgot to give the cues for salting. Salt as you go. I like to salt as it's boiling the vegetables. And then again, after you've pureed it while it's still in the blender, just keep pureeing it, salting it, tasting it, pureeing it until you have the right saltiness that you want. How is it?
It's really, really good. We had this at an event, at our book launch at our media book launch event, and they put it in little shot glasses, and it was incredible.
Are you going to get her? Okay. Oh,
What is it, Harley?
I think she might be sick or something. She usually doesn't cry this much. Naomi WD says, favorite Toronto vegan restaurant. I live east along the Danforth and love vegan food. Okay, there is a restaurant that is not vegan specific but has lots of really great vegan options, and that's called Tabbouleh on Queen Street in Leslieville area. It's like right between Riverdale and Leslieville. It's on Queen Street and it's amazing. And then my favorite restaurant right now in the city, I really like Apocalypse because I finally have a true pizza, like a true vegan pizza that I love, and they make the best vegan pizza in the city. They also make really great like snack foods like corn dogs and poutines and stuff like that. And they have a delicious croissant. For bakeries, I love TBC in the West End, and I love Tori's Bake Shop in the East End. Hogtown Vegan, we've been going for years. It's still one of our favorites.
If you're in New York City or LA, we also really like By Chloe. We were featured chefs with By Chloe, like writing recipes for them for quite a while. And they said they're going to be stocking our book and selling it there. So if you're in New York or LA and you go to a By Chloe, ask if they've got our book in stock. And if you see it, snap a photo and send it to us.
He's all about the snap a photo.
Yeah, snap a photo and let us know.
All right. Do you want to pick 2 more questions and then we will enjoy our delicious food and sign off?
Yes. Okay. What's your favorite casserole? It's casserole season.
Fun fact. We're not really...
Casserole people.
We are not casserole people.
Although the green bean casserole that you made was really good.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, high five.
High five. Okay.
So we have a delicious green bean casserole, which is really the only casserole that the 2 of us will eat. It's perfect for Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, and it's on our website. And we have a YouTube video for it as well, so that is my favorite casserole.
We had someone who said you're from German descent, Candice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make some German recipes like rouladen? I don't know what
Rouladen.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to make more. Once we get into the colder months like we are now, that's when I plan on making the more European German restaurants recipes, because a lot of them are very heavy. Mm-hmm. And I think that's perfect because it's cold out and we want good, comforting, warm foods for the winter.
Cool. We have Kiki says that she made her kids the pancake recipe and they love it.
Ooh, which one did you make? Because we have 3 in the book, right?
Yeah, there's 3 pancake recipes in the book.
Well, it has to be one of 2 because I don't think she gave her kids Baileys for breakfast.
Well, she might have. You don't know. Oh, show the picture from the pancake guide.
So this is the pancake guide from our book. So it has a great photo, and we have 3 different ways to make pancakes. So we have the banana chocolate pancakes.
That's my favorite one. It's really good.
Original, like OG pancakes, just normal vegan pancakes. And then we have peanut butter and Bailey's pancakes, and they're really good for you boozy adults that like to drink with your breakfast like we do on Sundays.
I just thought of something.
Oh, good.
Here, okay. We didn't do this, and I said that I was going to do this when we did this recipe. This is Sweater Weather, page 93. We didn't do a dramatic reading. Do you want to do the dramatic reading?
Oh, no, you can do it. I think you should do it.
Okay.
Because I'm enjoying my soup and I just
We're going to sign off soon, but I
it.
thought this would be really fun. So, for those of you who haven't yet purchased the book, I'm going to stand up, sort of. Every recipe has like what they call head notes, like the intro, and we've tried to make them as fun and funny and like descriptive about the recipes as we could.
And some of them are stories about the recipe or us.
Yeah. The chapter intros are my personal favorite part of this book because they're where we really went crazy and funny. But here is a dramatic reading of Sweater Weather Pumpkin Sage Soup in the Edgy Veg Cookbook. Oh, this is in Candice's voice, so I'm going to do my Candice voice. I'm lazy AF in the winter. As soon as October hits, I head straight to a 6-month hibernation. I don't shave my legs and avoid goating outside. And cooking...
Goating outside?
Goating outside? Going outside. And cooking
also
becomes
true.
A serious chore.
Also true.
During SAD season, is that sad season, seasonal depression season? I don't know.
Yes.
I like to hack dinner and spend one afternoon making soup that I can freeze, which answers a question from earlier. For all you fellow bears out there, this recipe is a great place to start.
And that's what we're eating.
Boom.
All right. So on that note, thank you so much for joining the live stream. Our book is now on sale.
Go buy it. Order it for your friends.
It's in stores. You can go. You can pick up a copy like this. You can ooh and ah at all the photos and decide if it's worthy of your purchase, which I think it is. Just look at these beautiful photos.
It's a great stocking stuffer or Christmas gift. If you want to purchase it now, it's on sale. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale for. Probably just a few more days. 40% off on Amazon and Indigo. And possibly Barnes & Noble, I'm not quite sure.
Is it on sale at Indigo?
Yes, it is on sale at
Indigo. Is it? You checked today?
Well, it wasn't today, but they said it was going to be starting tomorrow at 40% off.
Amazing.
And it's like on their like bestseller walls and stuff like that. So yeah, go order it.
So go buy the book. It's great if you have a vegan in your life that you want to buy a gift for at Christmas.
Or you have a person in your life that you want to buy for Christmas a good...
That's not English.
Yeah, like you want to buy... It doesn't. They don't have to be vegan. It's like,
No,
what, you
I
can get it
know.
for a person.
I was getting there.
Oh, okay.
God, this is what married life is now.
Totally.
So yes, if you have a vegan in your life and you don't know what to buy them because maybe you're not vegan but you do enjoy this food and you just need a last minute gift or just a really great gift for someone in your life, this book is awesome. If you are a vegan and you want to give someone the gift of vegan food that they will actually like and actually want to eat, this book is awesome. If you just want to get it for yourself and just trick all your friends and family into eating food that is cruelty-free, this book is a great gift for yourself.
Yes. And don't forget to tag us on all of your creations with the hashtag Edgy Veg Cookbook and at Edgy Veg.
And then if you are in the Toronto area, we are going to be on Breakfast Television on Wednesday. And then after Breakfast Television, we are going to be in the Indigo at the Eaton Center at noon to sign books. So come by on your lunch break, say hi. If you already bought a book, bring it and I will sign it for you. If you haven't bought it yet, this is a great time to come and buy the book and get a signed copy. If you show up and we've already left, if you come in later in the day, they will have signed books for you to buy. And then after that, at 1 p.m., we are going to be at the Indigo and the Manulife Center at Bloor and Bay. So same thing, we will be there to sign books. If you can't make it at 1 o'clock, that's fine. You can come later and they will have signed books there. And
I think that's it.
I think that's it. That's a lot of information.
Thank you so much for being on this live stream, guys, and we will see you very, very soon.
See you soon. I hope you like the recipe. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And
I hope you love the book.
Hope you love the book. Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let me sign off. 3, 2, 1.
Harley, you're so loud. Why do you have to whine so much?